What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. Back at it today with another Madden 23 rebuild, and today we're going to be doing the Atlanta Falcons post the Calvin Ridley trade. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one. Of course, subscribe if you're new to the channel. As always, greatly appreciated. But in honor of the Falcons and the Panthers playing tonight, I thought we could go ahead and do an Atlanta Falcons rebuild. So obviously, as we know, Marcus Mariota is the starter right now. They have Desmond Ridder just kind of waiting in the realm of what we don't know what he is going to be when he does finally get an opportunity. Kyle Pitts has been utilized somewhat this year. Obviously, if you have Kyle Pitts in your fantasy team like I do, it's been mostly disappointing. They have AJ Terrell, who's a stud. There's some pieces here to be excited about, but obviously this Atlanta Falcons team is kind of overachieving. They're 4-5 right now. A lot of people thought they'd be worse than this, and they're winning with a weird formula, but it's working for them. So regardless, though, we are going to go ahead and simulate to the end of the season. There's really not much to say right now. I kind of just want to see how we finish out, see where we're at in the draft, and either we draft a quarterback or we roll with Desmond Ridder, because I know for a fact I'm not starting Mariota throughout the video. So we'll see how the rest of the season goes for us, and of course we'll make our decisions, our changes from there, because Kyle Pitts and Drake London are two really good weapons to start out with. So at the end of the season, we have the Carolina Panthers finishing 11-6, which obviously is not going to happen in real life, but we finished 6-11 on the season. So we're going to have a higher draft pick than, that's good. We want a higher draft pick. So we're going to have a higher draft pick than what the Panthers are going to have, even though they should have a higher one as well. Panthers might even finish with the worst record and how the first overall pick to draft CJ Stroud or Bryce Young or whatever. So let's go look at the stats. Not that it really matters, because like I said, Mariota is not going to be starting throughout the video, but the offense was 17th in the NFL, which isn't terrible. Could be worse. Defensively 24th. Mariota threw 39 touchdowns and 13 interceptions, which isn't bad, but I don't think he'll come anywhere close to that in real life. Receiving wise, Zacchaeus led us in receiving. Kyle Pitts had 950 yards and Drake London 971 yards, which I don't know will happen there either. Sacks wise, you had 9.5 from Grady Jarrett, 8.5 from Carter, 2 from Rashad Evans, and 2 from Arnold. So not too bad, but obviously it's time to get into the offseason and figure out what we're going to do with this team going forward, because like I said, Mariota, I don't really want to be the starter, and obviously there's some veterans here that we could probably trade away from some draft capital to draft. So negotiation stage is going to be kind of important here, so let's see what we have going on. Rashad Evans, Lorenzo Carter, not a single person I want back here. Brandon Williams, Rashad Fenton, who they traded for from the Kansas City Chiefs at the trade deadline. I guess you could trade him or you could re-sign him, but honestly, I'm cool with letting every single person I see here just go. I don't care about bringing any of them back. So let's just head in free agency, and we'll make trades from there and then figure out what we want to do as far as adding free agents here. So we take a look at the roster as it currently is constructed right now and who needs to go, who needs to be shipped off. Cordell Patterson is somebody I kind of want to ship off. I don't know if I want to necessarily roll with Tyler Algier going forward. Algier, however you say his name. Offensive line isn't terrible. It's not too bad. You got Chris Lindstrom, Matt Hennessy, who is a center usually, and then Jake Matthews. So there's definitely some things to be excited about. I believe Matt Hennessy is usually a center, right? So yeah, he's going to be playing center. So I guess we need a tackle, because I think Lindstrom is a guard, which is nice. It's good to keep him. Kyle Pitts, of course, our tight end. Drake London's a good wide receiver, but I don't like Brian Edwards as our number 2. Cordell Patterson, like I said, we could eventually trade him if we wanted to. Defensively, it's kind of a mess. We have Grady Jarrett at D tackle, Casey Hayward, AJ Terrell. I almost thought that was D'Angelo Hall. I was like, what is D'Angelo Hall doing here? But no, it's D Hall, Hawkins, and then Richie Grant. So a lot to add, but I do want to go ahead and start off with maybe trading some veterans. Kind of looking at Grady Jarrett here at 30 years old. I feel like we could get a good package for him, so I kind of like the idea of maybe trading him away. Does he have 1 year left on his contract, or what's his contract? He's got 3 years left, so maybe somebody you could look to trade away. And then Cordell Patterson is somebody I kind of want to trade away as well, while his value is at its peak. Although running backs aren't that valuable, so I think you can get like a 4th round pick for Patterson if you wanted to, but we'll see. You see all this? This could be you. Today's video is brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is the best way to get more out of the game you're watching. You're picking overs or unders on your favorite players that you love watching each and every Sunday. Let me show you how it works. Prize Picks is available on mobile or desktop, and they pretty much have every sport you can absolutely imagine. NFL, NBA, soccer, CSGO. But since we're an NFL channel, we're going to go ahead and talk about the NFL for a second. So let's say I want to go Derek Carr and Patrick Mahomes over on both of them. 2 players gets me up to 3 times my money. But if I wanted to go even crazier, let's say I want to do 5 players, throw 5 players in here. You can go up to 5 players, which that's going to 10 times your money if you get all correct, which you can go flex play. Even if you get 4 right, you still get a little bit of money in return. Now, I will tell you, I have started with $100 in here, and I'm up to $500. Prize Picks has been so much fun for me this year. If you want to go ahead and sign up, Link is down in the description below. Use code Crushables. They're matching your deposit dollar for dollar up to $100. So if you deposit $100, you get $200 to work with. Thank you, Prize Picks, for sponsoring today's video. I'm sending Cordell Patterson to the Kansas City Chiefs for a 4th round pick. Like I said, running backs aren't that value, especially when you're on the wrong side of 30. Although Patterson has been really good, that is the first trade we're making. Next one is going to be Grady Jarrett. I think I'm going to go ahead and trade the 30-year-old and get some draft capital. Now, I would expect you would be able to maybe get like a 1st or 2nd potentially. So I'll kind of aim for the low bar with a 2nd round pick at the very least, maybe a 2nd and a 3rd to get something for Grady Jarrett. I'm sending Grady Jarrett and a 3rd round pick over to the Denver Broncos for 2 3rd round picks in this year's draft and a 2nd round pick next year. So just like that, we add our draft capital, we get 2 3rd round picks, and the Broncos add Grady Jarrett. So I'm feeling pretty good about that trade. I really like that trade for us. So just like that, those are kind of the 2 veterans that I wanted to trade away. Now I have to figure out what we're going to do with Desmond Ridder. I do want to add another wide receiver. I need a right tackle as well, outside of just Jake Matthews at tackle. Then we have Mayfield at left guard. So definitely still need to improve the offensive line. We need to improve the defense really badly. Casey Hayward we'll keep for now. But let's go into free agency and let's see what we can do to add to the team. We trade Grady Jarrett and we trade Cordell Patterson. So you have Jordan Poyer here. You have Kareem Hunt, 28-year-old running back. If he was younger, I think I would sign up for that. Odell Beckham, Juju Smith-Schuster, James Robinson. At 25 years old, don't mind that. We have Tyler Algier right now. We all know Arthur Smith loves to run the football, so I feel like James Robinson would be the epitome of what you would want. Mecole Hardman, I kind of like the idea of as well. Davenport, Van Der Esch, Shepard, William Jackson outside at corner. Rashad Penny, who always gets injured, unfortunately. But I don't think we'll be adding too much to a free agency. Obviously, this is a team I kind of want to build through the draft. So I think the first 2 signings I want to make are going to be James Robinson and Mecole Hardman. I really like adding those 2 guys to this offense. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with a James Robinson offer to the Falcons, or for the Falcons here. So James Robinson to start off, and then I also, like I said, love the idea of Mecole Hardman. So if I get James Robinson and Mecole Hardman, I'll make a couple more offers, then that should be good. So I didn't expect to offer this much, but we have a bunch of 25-year-olds that I want to add to this Falcons roster, just kind of add to the youth movement here. So I have good offers on every single one of these guys, other than James Robinson, which I really do want really badly. So I'm going to up my offer on Robinson to get him in Atlanta here. So hopefully that helps us out. If not, we don't get James Robinson, we draft a running back, whatever. Let's see. We do get Robinson, we get Rapp, we get Greedy Williams, we get Chris Barnes. So the only one we didn't get, I think, is Mecole Hardman, which kind of sucks because I really wanted him, but got Robinson, Rapp, we got Greedy Williams, got Chris Barnes. So yeah, 3 good defensive young players, which hopefully can develop them into something. Kareem Hunt still sitting here, so 28-year-old running back. Maybe we just go for Kareem Hunt. That way we kind of have the running back situation figured out. We don't have to worry about like signing anyone else. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and try to give Kareem Hunt an offer. Like I said, you know, Arthur Smith loves to run the football. So I would love nothing more than to get Kareem Hunt on this roster, to be honest with you. So going to go very player friendly, give him a 5-year deal and up the offer like crazy for Kareem Hunt. Add him to Atlanta. This offense becomes a lot better with him here. Let's see if we got him. Let's see. And we did not. No, we didn't get him. So didn't get Kareem Hunt either. Is there another running back available that might be worth our time? Rashad Penny, Henderson, Raheem Mostert. Not really a good running back guy here that I want. So maybe we have to draft a running back. We'll see what we can get, or you just continue to roll with Tyler Algier as well. But let's head into draft. Not really sure what my direction is going to be here in the draft, but glad we were able to add a couple pieces through free agency. I don't know why I kept talking about another running back I needed to sign. I got James Robinson, so I was kind of tripping there for a second. I meant wide receiver is kind of what I needed. So we get to pick at number 7 overall, which is interesting because honestly, we might have the idea of taking a quarterback here if we don't believe in Desmond Ridder. CJ Stroud falls to us here. We have a good corner on the board. Do we take CJ Stroud? I mean, I feel like he's here. Kind of makes sense to take him, or we could just roll with Desmond Ridder, or we could take Jackson Smith as well, which I've never taken him before, and I know he's an absolute stud. I'm kind of torn. I think I want to develop Desmond Ridder, honestly. I think I do. I think we can develop Desmond Ridder. So you know what? We are going to take Jackson Smith and add Jackson Smith next to Drake London, which I like the idea of. Yes, we could take CJ Stroud, and maybe that makes sense. But let's figure out what we have in Desmond Ridder. So obviously we could take a corner, but I'm going to go ahead and take the wide receiver here in Jackson Smith, who I've never taken before. So welcome to the Atlanta Falcons. Him and Drake London should be a really, really nice duo. So I love that for us. Now we get to round 2. Pick number 7 overall. So this is where we got to be, you know, it doesn't really matter what we take here, but let's just make sure we make it a good pick. So we have Josh Downs, Christian Gonzalez, A.T. Perry, Zach Harrison. We have another middle linebacker, a D tackle. I mean, we traded Grady Jarrett, so I think it definitely makes sense to take the Baylor D tackle here. So I think that is going to be my other pick here. So we're going to be taking, don't know how to say his name, but Ika here. I don't know if that's how you say it. Probably not, but we got him in round 2. So I like that for us. So obviously this is going to be a fixed team in one offseason, but we're going to, continue to work on it as we go forward. So round 3, pick 13. The tight end going off the board, which we definitely don't need. You have Cedric Van Pran, Garrett Williams, Tony Grimes. A lot of good corners left. Cedric Tillman. Tyler Steen is also somebody I kind of want to take here. We definitely needed the tackle. We were having guys like out of position. So I think I'm going to take Tyler Steen out of Alabama to add him to this offensive line. We definitely could use an offensive lineman here. So I'm going to be happy with Tyler Steen as my first third rounder. Obviously, these 2 third rounders I have right now are from the Grady Jarrett trade from the Broncos. We traded our own third. So now, round 3, pick 15, we're going to have Garrett Williams on the board, Noah Daniels, Tony Grimes. So still some good corners available. I kind of like the corners that we have. We have Justin Flo at middle linebacker. We definitely need another middle linebacker or even Justin Jacobs. So I think I am going to take Justin Jacobs out of Iowa, bring myself another middle linebacker on this roster. There's only normal dev, but we'll take that because we needed someone there. So right now our other middle linebackers are very good. And then we have an early 4th rounder, which I'll go ahead and pick because we, I guess we have 2 early 4th rounders. One is from the Patterson trade. So we have Garrett Williams, Noah Daniels. I mean, these guys keep falling to me. I guess we can go ahead and take Garrett Williams. He keeps falling down the board. I'm pretty sure he's hitting development, if I'm not mistaken. He is. So we'll go ahead and take him here since he keeps falling down the board. He'll be Casey Hayward's replacement eventually. And obviously, we also signed Grady Williams. So not too bad. Now, last pick here, Noah Daniels, Zay Flowers, wide receiver. I mean, honestly, Troy Brown, Rashad Torrance. I don't really know. I don't think it really matters too much what we take here. Colby Wooden, Ali Gay out of LSU. Kind of like the idea of that. We definitely need to add some more D linemen. So I'll take Ali Gay here. May not get much out of him, but welcome to the Falcons anyway. And that will be our draft, which I'm pretty happy with. So that'll be our draft. Feeling good on how that went. So now we can go ahead and get into our roster, change the schemes a little bit, and start Desmond Ridder going forward. So offensively, this is what we're looking like on the offensive side of the ball. I am going to start Matt Hennessy over Dalman, but we have Jake Matthews, still the veteran, Jake Mayfield, Matt Hennessy, Chris Lindstrom, Tyler Steen, Kyle Pitts. You have Drake London, James Robinson, Desmond Ridder at quarterback, Tyler Algier as fullback, and then Jackson Smith, Drake London, which I absolutely love. On the defensive side of the ball, you're going to have Chris Barnes, Arnold, I guess Justin Jacobs, Troy Anderson. I mean, we can move Justin Jacobs to like middle linebacker number 2, and hopefully he can become something. You got Ali Gay, who's a 71 overall, which isn't too bad. Ika, you got Garrett Williams, Greedy Williams. So we got the G Williams here, Taylor Ropp, and then Richie Grant. So feeling pretty good about this. Obviously, I don't expect to, be in the playoffs this year, but hopefully Ridder can have a good year, have a good developmental year, and maybe he can unlock star development. We'll see. Let's go ahead and get to the playoffs, see how we do. I don't expect to be there, like I said, but hopefully we just get players developing this year. So at the end of this season, we do finish 5-12, which is really disappointing, to be honest with you. But hopefully Desmond Ridder had a good year, and it looks like he did. He was up there in passing leaders. I can see that to my right here. So that might be a good sign of things come. The offense was third in the NFL. So with Desmond Ridder at quarterback, he was really good. Defensively, 32nd, though. So the other side of the ball, not so good. Desmond Ridder has the player tag of QB of the future. So we didn't even need to draft a quarterback, so I'm glad we didn't. Desmond Ridder better have star development before we get into next year. Rushing wise, Robinson, 9 touchdowns, 1,100 yards receiving. Jackson Smith was great. Kyle Pitts was great. Drake London. I've never drafted Jackson Smith, and he was star development. So Jackson Smith, Drake London, and Kyle Pitts. That's 3 really good young weapons to have on this roster. So feeling good about that. Brian Edwards, James Robinson. Defensively, sacks wise, we take a real quick look. Sacks wise, we had 6.5 from our rookie, and then 5 from Arnold, and then interceptions we had 3 from Chris Barnes, 3 from Casey Hayward. So not too bad. Feeling pretty good about how that first season went. The biggest thing was, like I said, development. Development was the biggest thing. It looks like we might have gotten that. Jackson Smith. The offense was phenomenal. So as long as we can keep the offensive line intact, keep the offense the same, it's more of the defense we need to focus on. We're going into this offseason with $180 million in cap space. Obviously, I think we have to resign like Chris Lindstrom, and maybe there's another guy we need to resign. But other than that, man, we're sitting pretty right now. Desmond Ridder probably will have star development based off that last season, I would imagine. If not, he's still a really good normal dev quarterback. So what we got? I know we have Lindstrom out here somewhere. AJ Terrell as well. Zach Reddick, Lindstrom, Casey Hayward, Brian Edwards. So Matt Hennessy, I would like him back as well. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with him. He should be the cheapest option out of all of them. So Matt Hennessy, we keep him as our center, which is great. And now we need AJ Terrell and, obviously Chris Lindstrom back. We're going to be able to spend a lot of money on both these guys. So AJ Terrell is going to stay our corner. And then we're going to try to get Lindstrom back to stay our right guard, which is going to be nice. And that'll be awesome. And we get Lindstrom back. So boom, just like that, that is both taken care of. And now we can head to free agency with all the money in the world. And we have an extra second round pick in this draft as well. We're sitting pretty. We're literally sitting pretty right now. There's not a better position to be in. So 83 overall offense. Ritter, you better have star development based off that last year. And he does. Let's go. So Jackson is a superstar. We need another wide receiver. Offensive line could be better. Don't get me wrong. Robinson, Ritter, Younghoe Koo, superstar development as well. Not that that matters. Jake Matthews, defensively, on the other hand, like I said, this needs better. Chris Barnes got superstar, which isn't bad. Our D tackle got star. Gritter Williams, AJ Terrell, and Garrett Williams, not too bad. Taylor Ropp is fine. But yeah, we need to add more. There's more that needs to be added to this puzzle, but overall, feeling pretty damn good. Free agency time. Let's see what we have going on here. Nick Bosa, I don't think I'll sign this video. Justin Herbert, no, we don't need. Rashawn Gary, 26-year-old left outside linebacker. We could throw him opposite of Arnold. That could be a lot of fun. I like that. We're going to do it. Rashawn Gary, we're going to give him an offer. That's going to be our first offer. Rashawn Gary, throwing him an offer. We're home run hitters there. Tremaine Edmonds, 26-year-old middle linebacker. Gabe Davis, Jalen Hurts, which we don't need. CJ Gardner-Johnson, Brandon Ayuk. We got Ed Oliver sitting here. We don't need a D tackle necessarily. Trent Brown, Clowney, Shaq Thompson, Jedrick Willis, Isaiah Simmons, superstar X Factor, Isaiah Simmons. Wow. Fletcher Cox, Logan Cook, Jonathan Jones, James Bradbury, Curtis Samuel, Tua. Got Tua as a free agent as well. A lot of good options here. A lot of good options. So let's get into it. Let's spend our money wisely. Let's continue to add to this roster. So I once again have 5 offers here in free agency. We're trying to get Rashawn Gary, Jonah Jackson, Patrick Queen, Matos, and Terrell Burgess. So we should be able to get all 5 of them. We're #1 offers on all of them, and I think we did get all 5. So just like that, we add all of them to the Atlanta Falcons, which is fantastic. So let's take a look at our roster now that all those guys are added through free agency. Offensive line should be much improved, which offensive line is looking fantastic, so we love that. The weapons around Desmond Ritter could be better. We still need to sign maybe one more wide receiver, but other than that, we should be good. Defensively, we have Patrick Queen now. We have Arnold. We have Rashawn Gary. We have Matos. We have Gay. We have Greedy Williams, Garrett Williams, and I mean, it's just perfectly solved. This is a very young roster that can continue to develop together and continue to get better. So obviously, our defense was very lackluster last year. So hopefully, adding Rashawn Gary and, you know, Terrell Burgess, AJ Terrell is still back. So hopefully that is going to increase the, our defense a little bit more. But now we can head in free agency once again. Just check real quick if there's anybody else we can add. We already like what we have on offense other than maybe one more wide receiver. So let's see if we have maybe a slot wide receiver. So we have Curtis Samuel, Donovan Peoples-Jones, Devin Duvernay, which I kind of like the idea of, Van Jefferson, Robbie Anderson, Deontay Hardy, Isaiah McKenzie. Okay, there's some good options here. KJ Handler, Kendrick Bourne. But you also could draft another wide receiver. I mean, I like Gabe Davis, but I feel like we have our 2 outside options that I kind of like. Although, I don't know much about Jackson Smith. They did have him as a slot wide receiver, if that's what he actually plays in real life. Curtis Samuel would be kind of perfect for that slot wide receiver. But I don't know if I really want to sign him here. I kind of do, but then I kind of don't, to be honest with you. I guess we can. He is a scheme fit. We could throw him in the slot and have him be our other option. That way we don't have to draft one. So I'll sign Curtis Samuel as like a veteran presence, and we get Curtis Samuel. So just like that, we have our brand new slot wide receiver. So Ritter has all the weapons in the world to throw to. I'm really liking that. So now in the draft, we can primarily focus on just adding defense. Just adding defense, which we don't necessarily... Like, we have a position everywhere, but just adding depth through the draft is only going to help our chances of being in the playoffs. And we get the 5th overall pick. On top of things, in this draft, so we're going to be picking early as Trayvon Henderson goes off the board to the Raiders. So we have Damon Payne. We have Xavier Worthy, which I guess we need another wide receiver. We have it right here. He's got F catch in traffic, though, so I don't know if he's looking that good. D spec catch. So obviously, we could have taken him, but we signed Samuel for a reason. Donovan Jackson. I mean, Jeremiah Biddle, we got tight end Brock Powers. I don't want to go down the board too far, obviously. So I guess if I'm going to take someone, it probably should be Damon Payne. Although we do have a good D tackle as it is right now, I don't think I can pass on Damon Payne here at this point. So I'm going to take Damon Payne here. Head development D tackle. Welcome to the Falcons. That's going to add to our D line. Maybe move him to the end. Who knows? So like that a lot for us. And round 2, pick number 5 is going to be our next pick. So round 2, pick number 5. And then we have another 2nd round pick from the Grady Jarrett trade, which ended up being really good for us. We got a strong safety, which we can add, like I said, depth at strong safety. So I kind of like the idea of this. Nick Stewart, he's got B hit power, B man coverage, B tackle. So I'm going to take Nick Stewart here in the second round, and he is going to be normal development, but that's okay. We're just adding depth at this point. So round 2 pick 8 again. So let's go ahead and make our other round 2 pick, and then we'll pick our round 3, and we'll probably head out. Marquise Palmer goes to the Eagles. Love those sideburns that he had there. And then right tackle, Antoine Allen, Carlos Beverly. We'll take David Hanna, I guess, as another tackle here. He's got A awareness, impact, A, so across the board, which I like. In development, right tackle, we'll definitely take that. That could be Jake Matthews' replacement in the future because he's only getting older. So I like that pick for us a lot. And then round 3, pick number 5, Stephen Person goes off the board. This will be my last selection here if we head into this next season. Got Zach Daniels, Daryl Buckhalter, Oscar Shade out of Texas. I guess we take like another running back here in round 3. Sure, why not? Oscar Shade, welcome to the Falcons. Nothing crazy. So that will be my draft. Let's head out of it. Let's go see if we can make the playoffs this next year. So on the offensive side of the ball, we have Desmond Ridder at quarterback. As we know, James Robinson, Tyler Algier, Drake London, Jackson Smith, Curtis Samuel, Jake Matthews, Jonah Jackson. And then Hannah's kind of waiting in the shadows. Kyle Pitts at tight end. Defensively, on the other hand, on the other side of the ball, you have Damon Payne backing up Siaka, Ika. I don't know how to say his damn name, but you got Terrell, Greedy Williams, Garrett Williams, Taylor Ropp, Richie Grant, Terrell Burgess. So whichever one we want to do there, it doesn't matter too much. Defensively, scheme, we are 100% scheme fit. So that is really nice to see. And offensively, 68%, which we played really good under this offense last year. So gonna leave that all the same. Honestly, low-key expecting a playoff spot potentially this year. We've added a lot to this mix, and we should only keep getting better. So hopefully that is the results of things to happen. Our offense was fantastic last year. Now that our defense is 100% scheme fit, hopefully that means we're in the playoffs this year. So not only did we make the playoffs this year, we went 12-5 to end the season. Now, unfortunately for us, we lost 56-7 in week 18. Hopefully that means we rested starters because that is kind of embarrassing. But stats-wise, let's see what we looked like on both sides of the ball. Offensively, once again, 30 NFL. Desmond Ridder is amazing, I guess, in the simulation. Defensively, 12 NFL, so a lot better than 32nd, which is what we were getting. Desmond Ridder, 43-14. Nick Mullins even threw 2 attempts, I guess, this season. James Robinson, 10 touchdowns, 1,200 yards. Ridder with 229 rushing yards. Receiving-wise, Jackson Smith, Kyle Pitts, Curtis Samuel, Drake London were all really good. Jackson Smith has been amazing since we drafted him. 6 touchdowns, 1,500 yards. Kyle Pitts, same thing. Sacks-wise, 13 from Rashawn Gary, so adding him. And then we have Siaka, Ika, Siaki, I don't know. I'm saying that name. I'm butchering that name so badly. Queen Arnold had some good run as well. Sack or intercepts. We had 3 from Burgess, 2 from Patrick Queen, and 2 from Terrell. So now it is time to jump into the playoffs. We get to play Detroit in round 1, wild card weekend. We do have to deal with Justin Herbert, who I guess they signed. I don't know why he always leaves the Chargers in the simulation, but whatever. Let's get into it. We got the battle of the Falcons and, of course, the Lions. So let's see who comes out on the top of things. I think in real life, I'm taking a Lion to win that battle, but who knows? We got 3-0 Lions, but hopefully in Madden here, we don't lose to the Lions. So far, offense hasn't done anything. There we go, 10-7. Let's go do something again. 17-7, and we're going to put up 14. Okay, go score again, please. There we go, 21-17. They score back, so defense isn't playing phenomenal in this game so far. We got to stop. Honestly, third quarter time, feeling like I need to come out here and save the day because I'm not liking what's going on right now. We need a quick score or something because I'm getting a little impatient here with not a lot of, performance here. I actually have Drake London. That's going to be a tight catch. Yeah, it's just a little out of bounds. A little out of bounds there, but I kind of had him there. Wait, did they count that? No shot they counted that. How was that a catch? I was about to say, do they reverse that? Yeah, they reversed. I'm about to say, that wasn't even close to a catch. All right. Now we need something better because obviously that's 2nd and 10. I kind of had him there. Obviously, I think that, wait, was that Jackson Smith or London? I don't know. Regardless, I like the routes we have going on here. I actually have Kyle. Well, I'm going to give Kyle Pitts a chance, I guess. There we go. Kyle Pitts, stud. We take him. And honestly, we could probably just do that down the field the whole game here. So we can kind of look for that again, potentially. Kind of like the idea of looking for it again. I'm going to run the same play. Let's see if this works out for me again. I'm gonna have Kyle Pitts one-on-one again. Wow, I was pressure in my face. I guess that's better. Maybe we consider that throwing it away. Let's go to one of my favorite plays in this game, tight end attack. You always find a way to get either we'll have Jackson Smith open or have Kyle Pitts open. So whichever one, and then we can maybe even scramble this one a little bit. Neither one of them are, well, Kyle Pitts is gonna get open later, but just once again, pressure in my face. can't get a good accurate pass off. So that was good coverage by them. Really good coverage. And now we need to find a first down. So hopefully we can find Kyle Pitts wide open in the middle, which he should get open if he comes out of his break. He does. That time we have an accurate pass and we do get tackled, which really sucks. We had a nice block downfield. So let's run the ball to James Robinson. Let's, catch him off guard. The hole set up nicely. If only I could have gotten away from that linebacker, we probably would have been going to the end zone. It would have been really close. Really, really close. Drake London on the outside. No Kyle Pitts on the field right now. I'm going to give Drake London a chance on the outside. And this is going to be one-on-one. But, oh, I got lucky. Honestly, feel like Drake London should have came down with that, but he didn't, unfortunately. We could take a field goal here if we don't get, obviously, a first down because we, tie the game with a field goal. Curtis Samuel's out here, so no Jackson Smith but Kyle Pitts is going to be wide open for the first down. It's just too easy out here, and we're going to break a tackle and get down to the 5-yard line. So far, this drive is working out for us. I don't want to run read option necessarily, but I do want to run James Robinson up the middle. We got good blocks, and we should be in the end zone, and we score. So we take the lead. Needed that badly. Now I need my defense to step up and stop the Lions, which they do. I'm going to trust my offense to go score again. They do. And, okay, 24-31. Keep going, offense. Don't let them tie it up. They tie it up. A minute 42 left on the clock. I got to come out here and save the day again, I guess, which is fine because I love playing a little bit. I think this is our Super Bowl run anyway. So, you know what? I got Drake London wide open downfield, and that's going to set up really nicely for more of a game than I thought. So let's just continue to go downfield. We have Desmond Ridder, who hasn't been totally efficient in this game, but I'm going to look for Drake London on this play. He is going to be one-on-one. I'm going to give him a chance. Give him a chance. One-on-one. Nice breakup. Nice play by the corner. Not too bad. All right. Now I want to go sail dig. I'm going to go for sail dig. I'm going to look for Jackson Smith. I have Kyle Pitts on a nice zig route as well if we want it. So let's see what we got going on. Let's see how this sets up. I'm going to have Y wide open for a first down. That's Jackson Smith. We get out of bounds as well. Let's go. I guess we can't go no huddle since we went out of bounds. But Ridder is absolutely delivering the ball. Man's a stud in the simulation, and he is showing it. Now, outside of those two passes we made when we were pressured, he's been really accurate. So I'm liking that. Now we got Kyle Pitts, Robinson on the outside, Jackson Smith. Whichever one we want, it's kind of out there for us. I think I'm going to throw it to Y late, and I had pressure in my face again. I probably should have thrown that earlier to Kyle Pitts or forgot who I was looking at, but they were kind of open for a second. We have Osgood out here. We have Jackson Smith on a nice route. I'm going to hope Curtis Samuel gets him with the double move. Throwing this away. Don't like anything I saw. 2nd and 10. We are in a tie game. We have Younghoe Koo. We just need a first down. At this point, just a first down would do us good. So maybe I just go dagger. Let's go dagger here. Let's look for Curtis Samuel or Kyle Pitts, or even maybe throw it over the top, but honestly just want the first down here. I should have, actually, that's not going to be a first down. Oh, man, we'd have to punt this, but your boy is not going to punt. Your boy is not going to punt. This might be stupid, but I'm going for it. I am going for this, baby. I'm going to trust my guys to get it done. Going to go tight end attack here. Kyle Pitts is going to get open in the midfield. I know for a fact. If not, Jackson Smith over the top. Or I can scramble this for a first down, potentially. Okay. Yep, first down, scrambling it. Let's gonna just get the first down. That's what we want. And boom, now we are in field goal range. We're in field goal range, but I don't want the field goal. I want the touchdown. I want to get out of here quickly because we still have some more playoff games to get to, but let's see if we can get the touchdown here. Gonna give Drake London a chance. He's one-on-one. That was not a good throw. Not a good throw. Shouldn't have thrown that. I'm hoping to catch them off guard here with a little bit of play action. They're going to think I'm running the football, but I have Kyle Pitts. 2nd and 10. All right. I keep going tight end attack. They want me to run the football, which I get it, but I want to keep passing it, to be honest with you. I want to be able to just end this game on a touchdown. So 3rd and 10. I like Curtis Samuel. They're bringing pressure, so I'm going to look for Kyle Pitts as well. I'm going to throw him in a vertical route. And Kyle Pitts is wide open for a touch. No, he's not. No, he's not. I thought I had him for a touchdown. Maybe I should have floated over the top. Who knows? But, I mean, we're going to walk away with a field goal, which is good enough, I guess. And now I need to get a stop on defense. A stop on defense. We're moving on to the divisional round, which is what will be nice for us. So, we get a stop on defense. That's what matters. Let's see if we can get that. I'm going to come out here and play some defense. We have 31 seconds left in the clock. We do have to stop, of course, Justin Herbert, which is easier said than done. I'm going to come out in man coverage to start things off. He is going to float it in the middle, which was an interesting play. You do have 26 seconds left in the clock. I don't want to totally run zone, to be honest with you. I'd rather blitz him if I can. I'm going to throw a blitz at him and see how he handles it. Obviously, you know, he is a stud, so we can maybe, expect him to figure it out. But I am going to cover the middle. I thought I was covering the middle, but I guess I'm not. So they're not in field goal range quite yet. They go ahead and obviously get that. I could throw an all-out blitz at him. Not liking how this is going to actually... This is too risky. I'm just going to go cover 2. I don't want to do that. Not going to throw an all-out blitz at him. I'm going to cover the underneath. Okay, we'll take that. I mean, you got to call your next timeout. He only has... They have no timeouts left. They're not in field goal range just yet. If we can get to him and get a sack... That'd be so big, but at the same time, if I bring an all-out blitz and it doesn't hit, this could be risky. I'm going to do it. I'm going to bring the... Oh, he's kicking a field goal. They're just going to kick the field goal. Okay. I respect it. He might miss it. He might miss this. He's going to miss it. He's going to miss it. He's going to miss it. We're moving on to the divisional round. We got them out of field goal range. Absolute W. And now in the divisional round, we get the Minnesota Vikings, I believe, if I remember correctly. And yes, it's the Vikings. We need to come out here and stomp on them 7-0. I don't even want to have to jump in because we just played a lot in that wild card weekend. So if we can just move on nicely here, that'd be really nice for us. 7-10, 7-17. Got the Vikings definitely giving us a fight here. And we are going to go up 14-24, but they are not backing down, man. The Vikings are giving us a game. 24-24. We need a touchdown here and get a stop defense. There we go. Go to touchdown. Not going to score just yet. It's a tie ball game, and they're finally going to score a touchdown. So a minute 54 left on the clock with this roster. I think I'm going to go all in on this drive and go for 2. I think that's what I'm going to do. I want to be able to get out of this playoff game nicely. I don't want to have to worry about overtime again. So we weren't in overtime in the last game, but I might have Drake London over the top here. It's going to be tough. He does catch it, and that's what we needed. Really badly needed that right there. So we got a minute 43 left on the clock. A minute 23, I guess you could say. I'm going to look for Drake London on the double move. Let's go ahead and see if he gets it. We have good blocks on the outside, so I'm just going to scramble this for some nice yardage, and we're going to get out of bounds here. A minute 16 left on the clock. So, yeah, we have the ability to tie it up, like I said, but then I want to go for 2. I just want to go for 2. I want to be able to end the game. I'm going to do it. I'm going to risk it all. We're going for 2. Jackson Smith, Drake London on the outside, whichever one I'm looking at. That Drake London route is not open, and we have... Oh, I'm glad he didn't keep running, because if he kept running, that might have been picked off. I probably shouldn't have thrown that ball, but that's okay. But play action, double post. I need to get to the end zone. I'm going to look for Jackson Smith. I'm going to look for Drake London. Kyle Pitts, obviously, as well. Whichever one gets open, they're getting the ball. Come on, baby. Let's go. What we got? What we got? I might have Y. Just kidding. Just inaccurate pass. Just inaccurate. He was there. It was so inaccurate, though. Really unfortunate. But we need... It's 3rd and 11, 4 down territory. Drake London might burn his man, but it is risky throwing it over the top at this point. I have RB. Please get it. Oh, no. It's 4th and 11. Oh, gosh. We have to go for this, though. We have to go for this. They played man coverage on me. Oh, I'm nervous. I'm definitely nervous. Okay. Let's see how this sets up. Let's see how this sets up. I'm going to have Kyle Pitts, first down. That's what we needed. We needed him to sit there. We got the first down. That's what matters. I'm going to call my first timeout, obviously. And now we go ahead and try to get to the end zone. That was scary. I thought Kyle Pitts was covered, but we got him. I might just scramble this in. No, I got B. Got B for the touchdown. Curtis Samuel touchdown. I want to go for 2. I do it. I do. I'm going to be honest. I want to go for 2. I want to go for 2. This is risky, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to go for 2. This is one of my favorite plays to go for 2 on. Stick route always works. Either Jackson Smith or Pitts is going to get open. Jackson Smith's open. There we go. That's it. That's what we needed, baby. We went for 2. Jackson Smith is open. And now all we need to do is get a stop on defense. That's it. We got to make sure they don't get in field goal range. They have 23 seconds to do so. We can do this. We can do this. We definitely can do it. We got a kneel down from the Vikings. And now we got to play good coverage. Okay. Just got to make sure we don't let them get... I'm going to play zone. I'm going to play zone. I got to just make sure they don't get anything crazy. I'm going to play cover 4. And let's go. I want to make sure we cover the... I mean, they could take the underneath stuff, I guess. So let's just make sure they don't throw it deep or anything. It's Dart. It's not Kirk Cousins at quarterback either. Adam Thielen. You can take the underneath route. Yeah, you can take that all you want. That is fine. Call your first time out. You can take that underneath stuff, like I said. I'm going to call the same coverage. I like that. As long as we don't allow anything deep, we should be golden. So I'm going to keep covering the... Well, I'm going to allow them to throw the underneath stuff because that's what the You can run the ball if you want to. I mean, I ain't complaining. That's almost a sack. Can he fumble? No. 10 seconds left on the clock. That's their second timeout. That was a decent gain out of him. I'm going to call the same zone coverage as well. We have to be careful with Justin Jefferson, but let's see how this is going to set up. Yeah, that's fine. We're going to tackle him in bounds again. Actually, he might have got out of bounds. 3 seconds left in the clock. Okay. I mean, actually only has one play. You can't. This is it. This is the game right here. This is the game. Cover 3, man 3 deep. 3 seconds left. He has to throw Hail Mary, which they are technically in Hail Mary range. So, I mean, if they find a way to get in field goal range and call a timeout, shout out to them, but I don't see that happening. So I'm just going to go deep. They're going to try to throw it deep, of course. They're going to get it off. That's not even getting close to the end zone. And that is going to be your game. Headed to the NFC Championship. All right, now that we've gotten gameplay in both those games, I'm going to try my very best not to jump into this one, and hopefully we can just take care of the Dallas Cowboys, or they're going to take care of us. Either way, 7-0. We tie it up 7-7. They get a field goal. It's looking like another close game potentially. They're going to get a touchdown, so it's back and forth so far. We get a touchdown. They're going to get a touchdown. Yeah, this is looking like a game that if I want to win, I may have to jump in, but I'm going to try not to, like I said. It's 31-24. We need to tie it up. Oh, no. They're starting to run with it. 38-24. It looks like our reign might be coming to an end, boys. We don't even get the ball back, man. Wow. We lose the Cowboys the NFC Championship. But you know what? The fact that we even got the Falcons to the NFC Championship, I'm impressed with enough. So I'm going to end it on that one. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video regardless. The Falcons have been winning games in real life, weirdly enough. But Ritter maybe is that guy going forward. Who knows? Thank you guys for watching. It's Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.